Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning, Shavuot 18b. The Gemara this morning discusses a mitzvah of the Torah. The mitzvah is that a man should separate from his wife as well as a wife separates from her husband during the period which is called the period of menstruation, the period of Nida. The Torah says, Ve'lisha b'nidat tum'ata lo tikrav. When a lady is menstruating, you should not get close to her, right? Now, we have to understand what was the logic, right, behind separating a man and his wife during the Nida period. The Ramban is telling us that at the time of the Torah, even the non-Jews would separate themselves from menstruating ladies. The only thing is, by the Goyim, once she's menstruating, once she sees bloods, they separate from her. But once she stops seeing blood, they go back to it with their wives. For us, the lady becomes impure, right? And she has to purify. And the way to purify is to count 7 days. Then she goes to the mikveh, and then she is pure and ready to be again with her husband. One of the reasons given by our sages is the following. Being nidah, getting menstruation, is one of the curses the Chava got, right? But in every curse, there's also a blessing. The blessing in this mitzvah is you separate from your wife for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, you're waiting so anxiously to be again together with your wife. So what happens is, it's like if you're getting married every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you're getting married to your wife. You separate, you get married, you separate, you get married, and you have this, right, cheshek, always to be continuing to being with this same wife. As opposed to, if you like, let's say, a person likes ice cream, and his wife would serve him ice cream every night. One time is chocolate ice cream, one time is vanilla, one time is strawberry, banana, chocolate, vanilla, right? At a certain point, as much as you love the ice cream, you wouldn't like it anymore. The same thing, if you will be able to be with your wife whenever you want, in a certain point, you're going to start looking for other women. Why? Because the same wife, the same thing, the same environment, right? So that's why people, by others, are starting to look around. As opposed to the Torah, for 2 weeks, and you're so anxious to get back with your wife, and as much as she's anxious to get back with you, so it's like getting married together. This is one of the things the Torah, right, was preserving the couple to always want to be with each other, to always love each other, to always understand each other, right? And during this period, separate and come back to be together. The Gemara says, whoever keeps this mitzvah, right, zoche, he'll be meriting to have children, will be able, roim lo'ra, will be able to teach Torah in Am Israel. So to tell you, this is a very important mitzvah. Sometimes when you're not used to it, in the beginning it's hard, but then when you get used to the system, you see how easy it is. By the way, it's not always that your wife is considered nidah. When she's pregnant, she's not nidah for 9 months. When she's nursing, she's not nidah for 4 to 6 months, depending, right? Sometimes they do see, right, certain kind of blood, right? And they have to ask, is it nidah or not nidah? It's not always menstruation blood, right? So you have to know exactly when is yes, when is not. You have to learn it, but it's a mitzvah out of the 613 mitzvot that we have in the Torah, and it's one of the very important mitzvot. In the time of the Bet HaMikdash, of the temple, a lady, right, would not get close to the temple when she's impure. And not only that, a person would get close to her bed and touch her bed and sit on top of her bed, right, or lay on her bed. He would be impure for that day, and he would have to wait to the next day to go to the mikveh and to become pure. There were laws very strict at the time of the temple. Now we don't have the temple, but still there's a lot of laws to respect during the time of Nidah. So it will be good to learn them and to know how to apply them. There's certain ways, right? How to wait, how to do, when to do, right? When to separate, when not to separate, right? It sounds hard, but basically automatically, if you practice it, it becomes easy, it becomes part of you. So this Gemara this morning is speaking about this mitzvah. So B'ezrat Hashem, let us hope this mitzvah, which was given as, if you want, a curse to Chava after she ate from the fruit she was not supposed to eat, and she gave it to her man, she got this curse to have those cycle of menstruation. But when Mashiach would come, they would go back, right, without any blood, without any cycles of menstruation. And not only that, one of the curses was that she has to carry her babies for 9 months. When Mashiach would come, they would be able to carry the baby for one single day, like Chava. Chava became pregnant from Adam, and she gave birth to Cain and Abel, and the twins, the 3 twins, right, the same day. So hopefully Mashiach comes in our days, and B'ezrat Hashem, everything will be back like it was before in Gan Eden. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.